Brought to you by GTA. We start with you.
These people are out there on the front line. Pay them. The law says so.
Attorney Tom Fisher represents police officer Steve Tapasna. In the Superior Court, he filed a requesting a writ of mandamus to force Governor Lou Leon Guerrero, Police Chief Stephen Ignacio, and DOA Director Edward Byrne to follow the law and pay his client double pay.
This petition for a writ is something we were forced to do.
Fisher says his client had no other choice but to take the matter to court. The litigation follows Attorney General Levin Camacho's opinion last week, arguing that in the case of a state of emergency, GovGuam employees aren't all subject to double pay. Camacho's opinion focused on DOA Personnel Rule 8406, related to when a government facility is closed. The AG took it a step further, saying any work in response to COVID-19 was ultimately determined by agency heads.
It's confounding to us why the Attorney General issued an opinion that is frankly lazy and not well thought out. They did not even address 8.406A.
According to Attorney Fisher, Portion A of Rule 8406 clearly states that in a case of an emergency, GovGuam employees shall be granted excused absence with pay and not charged to leave.
And that's the law. That's the law. We're not free to just ignore it. The function of that is when Governor Leon Guerrero declared a state public health emergency, GovGuam was functionally sent home with pay. All of GovGuam, GPD, GMH, you name it. And of course, that's impractical. It is crystal clear that GovGuam gets sent home in an emergency and then the authorities call back essential personnel. So procedurally, GovGuam gets sent home. That includes police officers. And at the very same time, the police officers are called back to work and are entitled to double pay. That is clear.
Something that is unclear that Attorney Fisher questioned is whether GovGuam will even oppose this and take a position adverse to their own employees. KUAM posed the question to the governor during her press briefing.
So I present that question to you. Does the government of Guam plan to take a position adverse to their own employees who are working on the front lines?
Well, so now that I know I'm being sued, I reserve the right of not saying anything because I don't want it to be used against me. So I'm sorry, I'm not going to answer your question.
Further, KUAM asked AG Camacho for a response on Attorney Fisher's stance, and the AG's office issues this statement. Quote, Attorney Fisher has his own opinion of the Department of Administration personnel rules and regulations. We agree with Attorney Fisher this case is about following the rules. Our opinion outlined the requirements of the double pay rule and acknowledged that, absent legislative action, unacceptable inequities would result. His clients have the right to make their case before the courts, and we are confident that the rule of law will prevail, unquote.
Brought to you by GTA. We start with you.